of playing video games, and the only way to figure out who was best in the neighborhood was to go to your friend Larry's house, get loaded up on a bunch of caffeine, and play the game. Well, those days are over. DirecTV has flipped the script. Gaming is the hottest sport on the planet, and these players are fast becoming 21st century sports heroes. Oh yeah, in Larry's basement, it's about to get a whole lot bigger. This is the Championship Gaming Invitational. Get ready for a video game event like nothing you've ever seen.
Yes!
The best players in the world are slugging it out in the most popular and exciting games in the cyberscape.
Let's go, guys! Hey!
In Counter-Strike, will Top Dog Team 3D be able to defuse the competition?
Yeah!
In Dead or Alive 4, a master and his apprentice may face off against each other. All the way from Sweden, Code 7 is here to prove they are the best Battlefield 2 team on the planet.
Now we're gonna separate the boys from the men.
Let's do this!
In Project Gotham Racing 3, a hard-driving dad plans on showing these young punks a thing or two.
Now, who said gamers are boring?
And in Halo 2, while a number of gunslingers have a shot, one of the most striking figures seems to be Alexis Tartabear.
Do I look like a stereotypical gamer? No way!
Tonight, the quest for $160,000 begins.
Ah! Guys, come on!
Who will become our champions? This is the Championship Gaming Invitational.
What's up, you guys? I'm Striker.
And I'm Tommy Tellerico.
It has gone from old school Pong to Donkey Kong to this Vegas-style madness, man. It is official. Gaming is no longer an underground sport. We are in Hangar 180 on Treasure Island in San Francisco for the Championship Gaming Invitational presented by DirecTV. All right, Tommy, this is unbelievable. What does all this mean for gamers and gaming right here in the U.S.?
I'll tell you what, you can feel the energy and excitement in the room because video games have become the new entertainment of choice for the 21st century.
Yeah.
And this event here is going to become the elevation of all professional gaming and pro sports. It's going to move it up the ladder.
And all you parents at home, you said your kid would never go anywhere from gaming. Shame on you. All right, let's send it down to our man in the middle of all the action, Aaron Boulding. What's happening, Aaron?
Hey, Striker, right now we've got a mix of team and individual games in this competition. We've got a mixture of genres. We've got first-person combat, we've got fighting, we've got racing. We've got the biggest stage production video games has ever seen. Over here to my right, this is the PC stage. We're gonna be running team games of Battlefield 2 and Counter-Strike 1.6. Back over this way, this is the console stage. Solo games, Dead or Alive 4, Project Gotham Racing 3, and Halo 2. We've got 75 of the greatest pro gamers around. For more on them, we're gonna go to my favorite, Jessica Chobot. She's standing by in the Gamers Lounge.
Thanks, Aaron. I am here in the Gamers Lounge, and it is crazy, just like everything else here tonight. This is where all the gamers come to chill out and hang out before their big plays. And I've got David Geffen here next to me from Team 3D. David, as a gamer, for this event, what does it mean to you? What is it all about?
This event's about showing the world who the best is at their respective game. I mean, the Championship Gaming Invitational brought in the best gamers around the world at their respective games, and that's what it's about, just showing who's the best and just having a great time.
David, are you ready for this?
I'd say so. I hope so.
Awesome. Let's get this party started.
All right, like Jessica said, it is time to get things started with our first game of the evening, Dead or Alive 4.
Dead or Alive 4 is one of the most popular fighting games. It's a one-on-one martial arts competition where fighters try to knock out their foe by using kicks, punches, special moves, and counterattacks. Each round lasts 60 seconds. If neither fighter has been knocked out by the end of the round, the individual with the most life supply wins. The first fighter to win 5 rounds wins the match. And if you're skilled enough to beat the 8-player field, you will win the $10,000 prize.
We've got 75 gamers at this party, and about to hit the stage in our very first matchup is somebody who took a pretty unusual path to get here. Talking about dead or alive player, Felicia Williams.
I went to Cornell. I got a full ride. My grades are pretty good. I got Dean's List every semester. It's classic. When I got to college, I definitely hid the fact that I liked video games. I would never play it when my roommates were around. Oh! I was a closet gamer. I came out of the closet about a year ago. Oh! What I like about video games is that they offer you an experience that you can't possibly get in real life. You can't drive at 100 miles per hour and take turns at like 80. You can't fight to save a princess in real life. It's nice to be able to dispel all of those ideas about what a traditional gamer might be. People are going to react in shock when they see me playing this video game tournament. Just telling my family and my friends, they're all like, what? I think that it's gonna be fun for them to see me actually being completely public with how much of a gamer I am. I think they're gonna love it.
Let's give it up, representing the PMS clan, Felicia PMS Mays Williams. And he's from Orlando, by way of Trinidad. He's a break dancer, looking to break some heads in this competition. Let's hear it for Adandi Swoozy Thorne. Take your stations.
Let's throw it down to our Gamecaster. He is the godfather of Gamecasters. Give it up once again for Marcus DJ Wheatgrams.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, folks, we're in for a treat here tonight. Mage will be using Elliot, and Swoozy will be using Brad Wong.
Begin the fight.
Ready?
And we're here in round number 1. You can already see Swoozy doing some very good damage against his opponent. There's a nice counter by Swoozy, and he will send his opponent pummeling down to the lower level of this map. Swoozy will get knocked down, though, by Mage. She's come back with a vengeance, but there's a nice juggle by Swoozy, and he will pop back, get hit up into the air by Mage, and look at that, Mage very, very low. She is in the danger zone, and she returns a barrage of hits on her own. Swoozy will get back up, hits her down, and one more hit will do the KO, and there it is, 1-0 for Swoozy.
Don't pull any punches, Swoozy. Don't pull any punches.
Get ready, fight!
And here we are in round number 2. Swoozy starting things off with an unorthodox move there as he headbutts his opponent down to the ground. There is a nice juggle, 5 hits, in fact, putting Mage down to 50%. Now, the goal is to get your opponent down to 0, and it takes a barrage of punch, kicks, throws in order to do so. You see Mage down to about 30%. Another 3-hit combo will send her down, and one final hit could be all it takes for Mage to go down. She'll give her last-ditch effort, but there it is, a high counter by Swoozy to take the second round.
Oh, my Jesus.
Get ready.
Swoozy already showing his domination in the first 2 rounds, but round 3 is a whole new story. And it looks like Mage will start off with the first hit, but Swoozy comes back and returns very quickly. You can see Mage going for those ground hits, something that will be very effective versus Swoozy's character, who typically likes to attack from the ground. Hits are going back and forth, but now Mage down to 50%. She will equalize it with a double palm to the stomach of Swoozy to make things equal once again. And now a nice counter by Swoozy. He's going to be so proud of himself that he takes a drink. But who will get the next hit? There's a low counter and a double leg kick into the air. Swoozy takes it 3-0.
Keep it going. Here we go.
3-0 against Swoozy. What can Mage do? He's going to start off with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combo, sending Mage all the way down to the lower levels. She's at about 60%, and she really needs to up her game here. She wants to take out Swoozy. A crushing head blow by Swoozy, and he turns his back just for a second. Mage getting 1, 2, 3 hits in, but he will answer back with a beautiful juggle combo once again. Taking a drink. He likes what he does. But Mage down to about 10%, and she's got to watch what she's doing here. And what is Swoozy doing from the ground? Double cartwheel for KO. Swoozy looking to sweep this one, and he only needs one more round to do so.
No biggie. No biggie.
Get ready, fight!
And we're entering into round 5, and this is do or die for Mage. She must win this one to stay in the competition, and she knows exactly what she's got to do as she sends a devastating 6-hit combo against her opponent, and down to the ground Swoozy goes. Swoozy at about 50% health. He's coming right back with a barrage of hits on his own. There's a nice throw by Mage, and she could pull this one off. Down to 5%. Swoozy is just hits away from going down. It's neck and neck. now. All Mage needs is one more hit to stay alive, and she gets it.
Please stop pulling fun.
Here we go.
Swoozie in the zone as he knows he needs to finish this one in order to advance in the competition, but Mage will not be a pushover. Although she's already down to 60% health, she will fight for her life in what could be the last round for Mage. Some combos going back and forth by both players, and both of them doing a fantastic job with their blocking. One of the key points in your defense, but there's no blocking here by Mage as we see Swoozie with a 1-2-3 hit air juggle, and Mage is down to 5% health, but she stays in with a beautiful reversal kick. She now rotates around her opponent to get better positioning. 1-2-3 hit in the air. Oh, that hit in the air could have ended it, but no, it's the double cartwheel kick from Swoozie again to win this and advance on 5 rounds to 1.
So Swoozie is the first to move on to the semifinals.
Undisputed winner of this fight is Swoozie.
Well, he was obviously locked into that match. Great start. Sorry to see Mage go, but did you see how excited the crowd got here? They love Dead or Alive.
Coming up, can true love really be found in the world of gaming?
We might have to face each other, we're not sure.
And the drivers in Project Gotham Racing are all revved up and ready to go.
The Championship Gaming Invitational is proudly sponsored by Mountain Dew, Best Buy, Xbox 360, and IGN.com.
Welcome back to San Francisco and DirecTV's Championship Gaming Invitational.
Next up, on the console stage, it's Halo 2. Tonight's combatants are a Halo Team National Champion, Jeff Pac-Man Powell. And he's taking on the ultra-nasty upstart from Upland, California, looking to tear up the field, Jake laid to rest. Forsyth.
Halo 2 is a first-person shooter taking place in the distant future. In this competition, players will battle each other one-on-one. Simply put, shoot your opponent before he shoots you. Combat takes place on one of 2 maps. Lockout, a multi-level concrete research facility with extensive ramps and towers, or Ascension, a rock-strewn relay station surrounded by lookout posts. The first player to score 10 kills wins. If neither player achieves 10 kills within the 10-minute time limit, the individual with the most kills wins. If you can survive an 8-player field, you will be crowned the $10,000 Halo champion.
And our gamecaster for this Halo match right now, all the way from London, Stuart Toss Saw. Make some noise for him.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is Pac-Man taking on Laid to Rest in the opening quarterfinal of the Halo 2 competition. For either one of these 2 players, it might be the first step towards $10,000. And for the other, it'll be the first step towards a plane ride home. Now we have Pac-Man just holding off, waiting to get a position on his opponent. You gotta play it by position as well as playing it by bullets. And now Pac-Man is gonna actually take a lot of damage from Laid to Rest. You can hear him beeping away. He's gonna recharge his shields and come back at Laid to Rest. He will take a shot. They both continue to exchange, landing one on one another. Laid to Rest is 1-2. Oh no! It'll be Laid to Rest that goes down, and Pac-Man kicks us off here with the first frag. Laid to Rest has really got to make sure he's got his wits about him when he spawns back up. Pac-Man could charge down at any moment, and Laid to Rest must make sure he does not get laid to rest, as now we'll get the heck out of the way as Pac-Man charges. Now Laid to Rest, just dodging up. You see him recharging those shields. He's got himself right out of harm's way. And now Pac-Man and Laid to Rest will go at it once again, dodging back, forward, left, and right. And Pac-Man is the one now hop, skipping, and jumping away as Laid to Rest is the one picking up the shots. Laid to Rest now will scope up. Will he take this shot? No, Pac-Man just getting out of harm's way. And now, yes, Laid to Rest will take the frag, will level things up. And Pac-Man may now have a true opponent as Laid to Rest has got his name on the board and now must make a name for himself. So, Here we go. Laid to rest is going to be dodging Pac-Man this time, as Pac-Man will come forward and take the frag. Laid to rest with a big old grin on his face. He knew that perhaps at that opportunity, he shouldn't have showed his face. Here we go. Laid to rest going to come around the back of Pac-Man. Pac-Man going to try and strike him from above. Will fire just one shot, give away his position. They know they're a death path from one another. They push on forward. Laid to rest now. It's going to drop down Pac-Man's spies just the corner of his back. And Laid to rest will run, rabbit, run and get out of harm's way. Laid to rest works so hard for that frag. There's no way he's going to give it up that easily. Pac-Man will chase, but Laid to rest will get right out of there, charge up those shields, and will now take another route to find Laid to rest. Oh no! He's fallen off the side. That'll be a suicide. He shakes his head because he knows he's just lost a point. Suicide, not acceptable at this level, and you do lose a point, and Laid to rest is going to have to start from 0 once again. Pac-Man now on the prowl, looking to extend his lead to 3. He'll find Laid to rest, dropping shots in now. Laid to rest continuing to be the aggressor. They're both low. They're both taking damage. Wow, double frag. They've both killed each other at the same time. I cannot remember the last time I saw that, as these two will now both stop from the same point, respawning up, and it is 3-1 the score. Now, Laid to rest is going to come forward and just land a few more shots onto Pac-Man. Pac-Man, he can see the shields flicker as he takes the damage from Laid to rest. He's going to jump his way up, fly through the map, and then look at the red flashing light. That's saying Pac-Man's in trouble, but Pac-Man turns trouble into victory as he takes the frag. Aggressive despite the fact he had no shields left. And he took it up, and it is now 4-1 in favor of Pac-Man. He really is starting to set the pace in this game. These two continue to duke it out, and now Laid to rest is going to get plucked out of the air. 1, 2, 3, and oh no, he doesn't like that one. And Laid to rest, rightly so, is upset as he goes 5-1 down, and Pac-Man is halfway to happiness. He needs 10, he has 5, and he really is aggressive and really is on form. Pac-Man has played such a great game in terms of not showing too much to his opponent, not allowing him the easy shots, and now he'll charge on forward. He shows a lot to himself there, and right as I say that, commentators curse. Pac-Man will go down. Laid to rest had all of Pac-Man he wanted to shoot at, and he took the frag and got him right back into this game. 5-2. If he can take the next one, it really could be anyone's ball game. Now he's going to push forward. Pac-Man charges on it, and Laid to rest will take the kill. Oh, and look at the intensity on those faces. They truly are in the zone. And Laid to rest now must continue to stay in that zone. He's really enjoyed a lot of fortune being right up in Pac-Man's face. He's got those last 2 frags by getting up close and personal. Pac-Man, on the other hand, really likes to play at long range, really likes to play from distance, and you can see now he's quite some distance from Laid to rest. And Laid to rest now is having to overcome that distance. He's trying to get right up towards him and try and play the way he did in those last 2 frags. Pac-Man on the run from Laid to rest as Laid to rest tries to hunt down his prey and will make his way on forward now. Scopes up, takes a shot, pulls back away, not going to go for this one just yet. And now Pac-Man will take one shot. He's landed that one, and Pac-Man really actually going to chase down Laid to rest. He's going to charge around this corner. 1, 2, 3, gets the frag, and Laid to rest looks in shock. Wait, Pac-Man just charged at me. He came up close and personal and dropped me down. Where did that come from Pac-Man? He really hasn't played like that in this game at all. He's played from range, he's played controlled, and this time he threw all that out the window and just put the bullets in the face of Laid to rest. Laid to rest now. Got a big mountain to climb. 6-3 the score. The clock ticks away, and he knows that this next frag is oh so crucial. It could mean he's right back in it, or it could mean he's going home. Laid to rest will push through. Pac-Man will land 1 from range. He scopes up. He's going to run on forward. Laid to rest in the middle. Boom! Bash! Gets the kill. And oh dear, he's got a smile on his face, Laid to rest, because he knows that he's just been embarrassed on television, and he also knows that his tournament may well be ending at the very first hurdle. Pac-Man not done yet. He might be going on to the next round, but he wants more. He's locked down his opponent's position. He's looking for him. He shoots. He shoots again. He will score. And that will be 8-3. And Laid to rest knows he's down and out. Pac-Man a true winner. He was efficient. He was professional. He was emotionless, but a winner nevertheless. He'll push on to the next round and advance to the semifinals as he defeats Laid to rest.
So the man, Pac-Man, is moving on to the semifinals.
He was serious and here for business. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with here.
The winner of this quarterfinal match is Pac-Man.
So laid to rest is out, but he's not going anywhere because someone he cares about is up next.
From Boulder, Colorado, let's make some noise for Shannon Mary Jane Riggs.
Video gaming brought Shannon and Jake together a few months ago at a Halo tournament in New York. Since then, these long-distance lovers have become a hot item on the tournament scene, and this competition couple is making the most of their time together here in San Francisco.
So I wonder if she wins here, does the relationship continue?
I think not. But she's going up against a very tough competitor, one of the favorites in this game, talking about Decoy.
Here we go, it's the Halo 2 quarterfinal between Mary Jane and Decoy. Watching on from above is Mary Jane's beloved laid to rest, hoping and praying that she has better luck than he did in getting into the semifinals. Now, Mary Jane will be the aggressor to start things off, taking down a box. What did that box ever do to her, I wonder? But now she'll catch a whisker of something with more meat behind it. As she spies Decoy from afar, will lay a few shots across the side of the map. Now will actually land a big shot on towards Decoy. He's taken 2 shots. He will have to dart away and recharge up those shields at some point as he pulls back forward, gonna scope up. Lands 1, lands 2. Mary Jane gonna turn things around now. But continue to lay the fight down. 1, 2, yes! She will get the frag! Kick things off on point, and she looked like she liked that one. Decoy looking like he's aware of his surroundings and just now needs to get acclimatized, needs to realize he's in a fight. And Mary Jane is going to be more than happy to win this one. Now, Decoy will push forward Mary Jane. Oh, quick frag there. Decoy ties up. He loves that one as he pushed on forward, and Mary Jane caught somewhat unawares. And this one really has kicked off early on. 1-1 the score. Decoy now knows, after picking up that frag, he's really awoken Mary Jane. She got caught from behind and must make sure she doesn't get in that situation again. Decoy will push forward now and really on the prowl. He thinks Mary Jane is somewhat around here, and Mary Jane is actually, as she will, well, she's somewhat just above Decoy, and will now drop down to this bottom level. We'll see Decoy far across the map, and we'll push forward and we'll take the lead. Scopes up, 1-2 on the shot. Oh, she loved that one. And Decoy is down and out, but he'll spawn straight up. Mary Jane's gonna push forward. Oh, she'll get another one. She's loving every minute of this, and Decoy can only laugh as he realized he did get caught with his back to goal, and that will be 3-1 the score. This game is going a mile a minute as Decoy will come back straight into this one, take a frag, make it 3-2, and Mary Jane's lead has just been halved. Decoy continues to push, he's charging on in here, lands 1, lands 2, he might get another one. Oh, and he will get another one. What a shot. Mary Jane has seen her lead go from 3-1 to suddenly a tie game at 3-3. Decoy, you've got to hand it to the guy. He's really come back. He's not let the moment get to him. And now he might find Mary Jane again. He will. Good frag. Mary Jane, though, what was she thinking? Yet again, she's caught from behind as Decoy, calm as ever, takes the frag and takes the lead. 4-3 to Decoy. Now, scoped up from distance, Decoy and Mary Jane both exchanging shots. Decoy is, well, taking a little bit more here as Mary Jane will come through, but he finds an avenue. He doesn't find the shot, though, and will pull back again. Now Mary Jane takes 1. We'll pull back around, and again, you see these two playing this cat and mouse game around the concrete, around anything that's safe. And safety is the #1 priority for any Halo 2 player. Now, these two coming back on forward. It will be Decoy that is now going to try and make this close. You'll see him recharge those shields as they flicker around, and he'll now push back on up. He's hopping, he's skipping, he's found Mary Jane once again. He's coming around the back, he's coming around the mountain, and he comes and he gets it again. It's 5-3, and yet again, Decoy's movement is what's key to that frag. He has her dazed and confused, and now he wants one more. He pushes in, he's gonna get one more.
Decoy.
Well, she didn't like that one. Decoy loving every minute of this, even though he might not be showing it. And well, Mary Jane may just be going the same way as laid to rest. Both of them showing emotion, but it's the efficient and crude looks of their opponents that's cutting right through them now. We've had some 5 straight frags from Decoy as he's mounted a sensational comeback from 3-1 down to 6-3 up. And Mary Jane, what happened to her? She was playing beautiful Halo at the start of this game, And now Decoy's gonna find her again. 1-2 gets the kill, and that's 7-3. And Mary Jane caught by the same mistake yet again. Is she watching the same game we are? Well, Decoy 7-3 up, 10 frags into this game, and he has the lion's share. He'll push on forward now. Mary Jane will have to get it. Oh, and she does. Efficient killing. Doesn't look too happy about it, but she knows that that's one step back into this game. The score now is 7-4. The crowd loving every minute of it, and Mary Jane needs to start getting back. She claws her way through, and Decoy will drop her yet again. Decoy is relentless in his pressure. He hounds her, he chases her, and he'll chase her to the depths of hell if need be to get to the number 10. He's just 2 away, and he's going to charge around this corner now, find Mary Jane. Again, he'll find her, and again he'll kill her. We're just 1 away from the 10th frag. And yet again, it is Mary Jane caught out by showing herself to Decoy with absolutely no intention of shooting back. She'll show him her side, she'll show him her back. Either way, she's not showing her the front, and she's not fighting back. Decoy will go on forward, will take the frag, and Mary Jane will bow out. And while she looks dejected and sad, but she really didn't play the game she should have. Decoy, the winner.
So one Halo semifinal is set, and it looks to be Pac-Man against Decoy. That's going to be a good one.
And I know you were concerned, Tommy, about the couple. Well, looks like they're staying together, and their future is bright.
That happens to the best of us. We can be losers together.
We'll be back.
We will be back.
Next up, the baddest Battlefield team on the planet is Code 7. And they are gunning for another title. And Christopher Bjorkman is looking to lap the field in Project Gotham Racing.
You're going down.
All that and more when the Championship Gaming Invitational returns. Racer Christopher Bjorkman has made the unusual leap from concrete to the console.
I've always loved to drive fast. I raced in the NASCAR Exide Short Track Series. I don't know how many speeding tickets I've got. The fastest I've gotten pulled over was 120 and a 55. PGR3 probably helps me with my speeding because I haven't got a speeding ticket since I started racing on the game. I think my experience with NASCAR definitely helps me out in this game. You use a lot of real-world techniques in the game that you also use in real-life racing. So I think that's where it kind of helps me out. What do I have to say to my competition? You're going down.
And now let's meet our drivers. Joe Phantom Hitman Tackett. Barry Double B Brady. Christopher Bad Axe Bjorkman.
Project Gotham Racing 3 is a premier racing game. It features intense competition between drivers as they speed over varied courses around the globe. In the first round, there are 3 separate heats, each featuring 3 drivers. In each heat, the first to cross the finish line advances to the final. The winner of that final will drive away with $10,000.
All right, you guys want to see some speed, some PGR? You ready for this? Make some noise. Let's get it to our game caster, Stuart, Toss, Saw.
Look at these guys when they're riding through Japan in Enzo Ferraris. Here we go, we are live, and Brady in the yellow car will take the lead straight off. He'll just soar away, but coming up close in the red car will be Phantom Hitman, and he moves straight up on the inside, but he's getting another position coming up on the outside. It's going to be Bad Axe himself that's making the move, and he will slide on through, but he won't take first place, as it will be Phantom Hitman that'll just come straight up, but coming out the outside again will be Mr. Bad Axe himself, as he'll soar straight on through and steal that first place position right out of his pockets, but he loses absolute control of the map, and it will be Phantom Hitman that just slides up as he hugs the asphalt and makes his way straight on through, and now it will be Phantom Hitman that will desperately attempt to clear away from his opponents, but again, Bad Axe will not give up that first position. He lost it as he took that position. He lost control of the car going into the turn, and that allowed Phantom Hitman just to ease his way past him. But now it's all about Bad Axe showing just how bad he really is, as he'll make his move up. Oh, but he will be inhaling that beautiful petroleum as Phantom Hitman soars away and now is just becoming something of a silhouette in Bad X's screen. Thought that I'm not mentioning Brady, but Brady is just playing catch-up here from start to finish, and as Phantom Hitman and Bad X desperately try to battle it out at the front, it is a two-horse race, but Brady still has himself a chance here. He still has to play his game, ride the road, and if he can do that, he will be able to capitalize on the mistakes of the other two drivers. Phantom Hitman right now has himself first place. He eases his way out in this first lap. He's making his driving an art form in this first lap. But art gets messy when you drop the paintbrushes, and that is what Bad X is going to try and force upon him right now. He is going to try and smooth, he's just trying to get up as close as he possibly can, because if it's first or nothing. And now we'll look as Phantom Hitman has himself a good 2-second lead from his opponent, Bad X, and Bad X is going to be trying to eating away at this on the final segment, and it's all about what Bad X can do on the second lap. We saw him at the start of the first lap really get himself right involved. There is Bad X, 1-2 on the wall, slamming it into those walls, and that has cost him dearly. One false turn, one slam, one poor change, and you are in trouble. And that is going to be playing in the backs of these players' minds, because they know that the pressure is on, that the world's best have gathered here today, and this is going to be a true test of nerve, because Phantom Hitman might have himself that pole position, but he is going to go all the way on, and he is going to have to take on the very best of the other races in the other heats as Phantom Hitman charges on through to the grand final.
And the winner is Joe Tackett. So Joe Hitman Tackett is the first to reach the PGR Finals.
Now check out this replay. The best move for Hitman came early in the first lap. Look at him, he takes the inside corner on the 5th turn, and the rest is history. Aaron?
Phantom Hitman, you jump out to an early lead, never really looked back. You got ahead and just maintained.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to come from the back of the pack. You got to jump out front, you got to take the lead, but it's a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill. That second place guy was all over me for a little while, but I got lucky.
On deck, back in the Players Lounge, we have a group of young men from Sweden who go by the name Code 7. Their game of choice? Battlefield 2.
Code 7 is a target in this tournament, and the American teams really want to come out on top. We are going to beat them, and we're going to dominate.
Speedy Headshot.
Lion Tail.
Redux. Corey. Vanish. Jesse. Home. Shorty. Ollie.
We're Code 7.
Yeah, now we're going to separate the boys from the men. We want to prove that winning the World Tournament wasn't just something that happened by chance.
There's a guy in 20ID who's also nicknaming Speedy, and I think he's gonna have some bullets to him if we meet them. I really want to kick his ass.
I'm sure if we would rig up some kind of system where we could use a mouse instead of actually holding the gun, we would hit every shot. It's dead square. Winning this tournament for Code 7 is going to prove once and for all that we are really the #1 team in the world.
We will be going home with the money. Congratulations, runners-up.
And now, on the PC stage, give it up for War Child! And taking them on tonight, let's hear it for Code 7!
Battlefield 2 is an 8 versus 8 team-based combat game. Each player on the 8-member team will control one soldier in their army. These soldiers will have access to an arsenal that includes armored vehicles, tanks, and helicopters. When battle begins, each 8-player side has the same amount of tickets. The object of the game is to reduce the opposing team's tickets by eliminating enemy soldiers and capturing territory. If a team's ticket count reaches 0, the half is over. After a 10-minute first half, the teams switch armies. In the end, the team with the most combined tickets wins the match and marches on to the finals, where $40,000 is up for grabs.
All right, let's throw it down to our man on the battlefield front. Give it up for Marcus DJ Wheatgraham.
Players, begin. The last time these two teams met was in a world tournament where Code 7 dominated and won the entire thing. Tonight, we're going to see Code 7 playing as the Americans on the offense and Warchild playing as the Chinese Army on the defense. There are 2 control points controlled by each team and 2 neutral points that is that team's responsibility to capture in order to win. The first battle looks like it will take place here at Hill Village, one of the main neutral control points of this match. Now each team begins with 85 tickets, and as men, armored vehicles, and other resources are depleted, you lose those tickets. What's important? There's no way to regain them, and let's go right to the action because at Hill Village, Code 7, the American team, has taken over this location. Warchild looks like they are now taking their heavy armor over to the power station where the next battle will ensue. 2 tanks there, Warchild versus Code 7. Code 7 loses heavy armor, and Warchild looks like they're gonna move in an APC and heavy armor tank in order to try to capture this position. But look at the flying skills of Code 7. 1 tank goes down, huge hit, and that leaves only 1 heavy armor unit there to defend the power station. Can Code 7 take this one out? It homes in and locks an explosion. The ticket score is now 83 to 75, thanks to the piloting skills of Code 7. But the power station is now uncontested, and Warchild really needs to take this territory. If Code 7 happens to go in there and capture this point, they will control 3 points, and it will be very difficult for Warchild to regain any position. And they will lose tickets much faster. Here comes a heavy armor tank from Code 7. It looks like the window is open and they are sneaking in. I don't see any other soldiers around. In fact, Code 7's wondering, where did everyone go? I'm gonna get this one no problem. The American team, Code 7, does capture that point, and now they have control of 3 of the control points on the map. The ticket score is now 80 to 65 in favor of American team Code 7.
Jump it out, jump it
Now
out.
that Code 7 has taken control of these 3 points, they've got one final mission goal in mind. That's to go into the main base of Warchild and either take it over or deplete Warchild's tickets as quickly as they possibly can. Now Code 7 is setting up an offense just outside the base of Warchild. They do not want anything leaving that base, but Warchild will make an attempt. They've got 3 people in a base and they're gonna take it over as quickly as possible. Oh my gosh, the Jeep is going back and forth, it's rocked, it's tipped over, and 1 shell from that heavy tank. Code 7 just decimated Warchild, stopped them from getting out of their base, and now the ticket count is 73 to 38. Even though that Code 7 is on the offense, they have set up an impeccable defense around the base of Warchild. There are 8 Warchild members rapidly wondering, how do we get out of this base to stop losing tickets? You'll see right there, Code 7, they don't even need to use the firepower they'll take. They'll just run right over them. And now they set up, once again, shells constantly being fired in. They've got the helicopter up and just raining down missiles upon the base and the vehicles of Warchild. The decimation continues as the score is 72 to 30. Only a few chances left for Warchild here, and as those tickets begin to deplete, they can see that they are up against something huge here. We have never seen a team stretch a lead this far in a Battlefield 2 game before.
Very nice.
Good job.
Hey, I've got the coach here from Warchild, and I hate to say this, but you just got your ass handed to you. What just happened, dude?
What just happened? We had a bad initial rush start. We had our Jeep get brought down, had half our team get dropped through a pretty nice shot. We just couldn't hold on to what we needed to hold on to most, and then they locked us down in the main base.
Do you think you can turn this around when you switch sides?
We'll do what we can. We'll give it a shot.
Coming up, only on DirecTV, will Code 7 continue their total domination of Warchild?
Let's do this!
And who will remain standing after the dead or alive throwdown between Kasumi and Mystic?
Give me the dew. A hand.
You wish.
I hope it's all fizzy.
think video games are incredible now. With a setup like this, we can make them really come alive. The games, the stuff, it all comes together right here. Best Buy. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours.
You're one sick puppy.
The all-new Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute.
Welcome back to San Francisco and the inaugural Championship Gaming Invitational presented by DirecTV.
You know, Stryker, people always wonder where gamers get their tags or nicknames. Well, as you're about to see, the choice is very personal.
I got my gamer tag because I love the Spider-Man comic books. I love Mary Jane in them. She's so hot.
My tag is Olsen Twins because I'm good enough to be two people.
They used to call me Nike Boy in high school, and that evolved into Swoosh. And then when I got on Xbox Live, Swoosh was taken, so Swoozy was the next thing available.
Mage comes from RPGs. You can be like a warrior, you could be a gunner, or you could be a mage, which is a magician. They're cool. You can't touch mages.
My handle is Zhong from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Well, I originally had Britney Spears, but after she got pregnant and not so hot.
A kid I played with in England, his girlfriend saw a picture of me on the PMS website and said I looked like a tart.
All right, guys, let's get the second half underway. Everyone ready? Let's go.
Now that the second half has begun, we have got a role reversal. Code 7 will be playing the role of the Chinese Army, and a Warchild will be playing the American Army. Can Warchild repeat or duplicate the performance of Code 7? It's going to be a very, very difficult uphill battle in order for it to happen. Now Code 7 now playing the role of the Chinese Army in this half. One last half by 65 tickets. That means Warchild must secure 66 or more tickets by the end of the round in order to advance on to the next round of Battlefield 2 competition. And just now, the players are getting ready, the vehicles are leaving the main bases, and the helicopters are up in the air. Now, the helicopters play a very crucial role in this battle, because if you could take down your opponent's helicopters, you will ultimately control the air and be able to dominate those vehicles on the ground. The first battle, as always, will take place at Hill Village, and we'll see what sort of defense and offense these two teams will set up. Code 7 hops on top of the roof and lobs a huge grenade to send one of the Warchild members flying into the air. That may give them an advantage to take over this area, but he is shot down. And on top of that roof, there is nowhere for him to go. That allows Warchild to send an APC in and capture Hill Village. Now, on the other side of the map, Warchild has sent their heavy tank over to the power station. They're looking around, and he is escorted by a few anti-tank infantry. It looks like they're going to capture that one as well. So now Warchild has control of the power plant and Hill Village. And that means the lone soldier and the APC that are hanging out at Hill Village, the buddies are calling them on the comms and saying, get on over to the main base. Now is our chance to strike. Code 7 only has control of 1 point, and that is the point in which they started. This is exactly the same situation that they put Warchild in the first half. And you can see from these faces, they know the pressure is on. Now looking at the scoreboard, we can see The ticket difference is 73 for Code 7 and 83 for Warchild. It means they've got a 10-ticket lead, and they need to get it above 65 in order to win. But look at Warchild running into the Code 7 base, jumping out of his Jeep, hopping inside and hijacking one of the heavy armors of Code 7. That will be a significant resource loss for Code 7. And the heavy tank manages to take out that Jeep that was trying to escape. Warchild has set up their defense outside the base of Code 7. Now, when Code 7 was in this exact position, Warchild was unable to get any sort of infantry, heavy armor, or vehicles out of the base. And now it is up to Warchild to secure these tickets and deplete the tickets of Code 7. Code 7 now trying to do whatever they can inside their home base. That's the China base. That is the only point that they currently have captured.
Right your way, Deb, right your way.
And Warchild's differential is plus 36, but they've still got a long way to go. They need to get above 65 in order to win this match. The assault on Code 7's base continues. Infantry seems to reign supreme for Warchild. There you can see the anti-tank soldier nearly taking out that tank and nailing it on the side with a rocket. Code 7, they're scrambling inside their base right now, trying to figure out how they can exit it and take one of those control points. Warchild now moving up not only with the heavy tank, but also with an APC, and a huge devastating blow to one of the vehicles of Code 7, and that will be more tickets depleted. You can see that Code 7 continues to fret over the plus 46 differential that Warchild is now making back. They're getting closer and closer to that number, but they've still got a ways to go. And Code 7 has somehow made it out of their base. They're going for the power plant right now. Warchild is actively chasing them as they know exactly what their plan is. They're trying to take over the power station, and Code 7 is in position to do so. They're pulling in the APC, and they will set up as tight of a defense as they possibly can. But what will happen is we see Warchild rolling in their anti-aircraft tank. Boom! Code 7 goes flying into the air, and they do not capture the point. It is stopped just before they can take control. However, it's close. Warchild needs to regain that control point if they want to continue it, and they will send a heavy tank into the power plant to reinforce the defense that is there. That takes away some of the resources away, and that's allowing Code 7 to make it out of their base and start to mount up a comeback against Warchild, who is really doing a fantastic job so far. They are the underdogs. They have a huge mountain to climb, but somehow they're managing to pull it off. Code 7 knows they need to stop this now, and that's exactly what they're going for. Another tank has exploded, and Code 7 will use that helicopter to come over and try to take that station once again. They'll hover just above the flag point, and in comes a tank, in comes an APC. If they do this right, they should take over the point, and they do. They have suffered a lot of losses along the way. The only thing they've got going for them now is they have 2 points to work with. However, Warchild now has a 65 ticket differential, which means if they can maintain that and get it just above 65, they could possibly take this game. And it could be the most amazing comeback in Battlefield 2 history. Both teams are trying desperately to hold on to every resource that they have on the map. And look, oh my gosh, the helicopter is shot out of the sky. Code 7 will not only lose a huge offensive vehicle, but they will also lose the tickets that come with it. And now Code 7 is backed into their own corner. They're sitting with the tank, an APC, and a Jeep at the power plant. They have moved their main base to the power plant and have decided to defend right here. Now, Warchild has the tickets to win, and now it has become a battle of attrition. Can Warchild hold on to those precious tickets and deplete what little tickets Code 7 has left? This could be it. The one final battle that will determine it all and ultimately determine whether or not this is indeed the most incredible Battlefield 2 match that eyes have ever witnessed. Right now, Code 7 has 6 and Warchild has 69. So even though the margin is under what they need to win, it becomes a matter of taking away your opponent's tickets and saving your own. And that won't help Warchild right there, as they do get dropped down, not one, but 2 tanks. Code 7 is hanging on by a thread. They are trying to keep every last resource that they have available. And the final tank battle could happen right here. Anti-tank will send, as there's only 2 tickets left to deplete away, and Code 7 has 68. They are above the threshold. One final rocket is fired, and it will hit! Lift up, and Warchild just did it! No one said it could be done, but they have defeated Code 7, and Warchild will advance in the Battlefield 2 competition.
Tommy, what a comeback! Team Warchild wins by 3 points with a final score of 68-65.
Are you kidding me? I cannot believe. I mean, who could have thought? Who could have imagined these guys could have come back from being so far down? This is definitely a Mountain Dew intense moment when Team Warchild right here finally realizes that they just beat the world champions.
That has to be the taste of victory at its best. Warchild is moving on to the finals and a chance at $40,000. Let's go over to Jessica and get a reaction from the team.
All right, I have no idea what happened, to be honest with you. That was completely clutch play by everybody of the team. I have no idea what has happened. I just know that we were down.
Dude, congratulations. I'll let you off the hook. You did a great job. Congratulations, teams. Let's get a woo!
Anytime a new sport comes along, it makes sense that there are new stats to go with it. Aaron has a story on pro gaming's hot new number.
In Major League Baseball, they have the radar gun to measure how fast a pitcher throws. In the NFL, your 40-yard dash time is everything. Here at the Championship Gaming Invitational, we're going to go with H2I. That's proprietary technology from DirecTV that measures hand-eye coordination. We're running all the players through the system to measure their reaction time, their accuracy, and their reflexes. Everything a good gamer needs to be excellent.
Oh, should have been better. Oh well.
You look at this score right here, 40.17. That's awfully good. I only scored 25 myself. But that's why you're here to watch them, because they're the best of the best. I should be probably running a petting zoo somewhere. So that's H2I. When you see their faces, you'll see the score. Now you know what it means.
All right, good stuff, Aaron. The highest H2I rating in our tournament is 49.40. Kasumi's H2I rating is 32.89, and she'll be facing PMS Mystic, who rated 26.37. Now, based on those numbers, Kasumi might have an advantage.
And what character could Kasumi-chan possibly be using? Well, Kasumi. Her opponent, Mystic, she'll be using Ayane.
Begin the fight.
Here we are, round number 1, and Mystic starting off with a huge throw there to get Kasumi down already to 75%. Another high kick will put her down to 50. And now it looks like these two characters just dancing around one another. There's a huge triple combo, 1, 2, 3, kick in the air, and a KO real quick by Mystic. Kasumi looks shocked as Mystic takes the first round.
Get ready.
Round number 2, Mystic came out strong, but Kasumi returns the favor with 2 knees to the chin against Mystic, sending her into the wall now. Electrocution popping her up. Look at 9-hit combo from Kasumi, and Mystic is down to 50%. She's got to fight for her life here as Kasumi is being very aggressive now. There's a double kick to the forehead by Kasumi, and now the reversal and a very nice head stop by Mystic. She stays in this game with only a sliver of health. She returns with that aerial 3-kick combo, and it would be amazing if she could actually pull this one off. Oh, there's a counter. Mystic could do it. She does. And she takes the second round. It's 2-0 in favor of Mystic. Mystic already dominating this competition here with 2 rounds won versus Kasumi. And now Kasumi must win spin around to stay in this one. Will this be the one? She's already got a beautiful 7-hit combo against her opponent, and Mystic returns one of her own right to the face. And now it's about 50% health for both players. There's a nice little uppercut juggle by Kasumi. That is going to give her the advantage in this matchup. One more hit, Mystic will go down, and she does. Kasumi wins her first round. It is now 2-1, still in favor of Mystic. And now we enter into round number 4. Finally, Kasumi is on the board, and she is here to show her dominance. She starts out with a 9-hit combo. Mystic already down to about 50% electrocution hit into the wall by Kasumi. She's going for the flawless round, folks, and she might be able to do it. She dodges one attack, counters, and there it is, almost a perfect round. Kasumi with style ties it up 2-2.
Get ready.
We're inside round number 5, and things are even right now. An exchange of hits by both players, but most of the damage being done by Mystic. Kasumi needs a few hits to get back in this one. Mystic definitely being the aggressor, and look as she continues. There's a nice throw by Mystic. She's got her opponent, Kasumi, down to about 10% health. There's a nice high counter, and into a 6-hit air juggle. Kasumi manages to stay in this one, and that one hurt so bad that Mystic had to stay on the ground. Will she be able to pull this one off? She's the underdog in this matchup, down to about 5%. One more hit could do it, and a quick hit to the midsection, and Kasumi pulls it off. She takes the lead 3-2. We begin round number 6, and Mystic is angry. She's gonna take it out on Kasumi like she's a punching bag. Kasumi says no way, delivers a swift kick to the face. Ayane with another triple aerial combo kick, and Kasumi already down to about 30% health. Can she do it, or will she get wrecked again? Kasumi, 1, 2, 3 aerial combo. She's switched roles now. She's the aggressor, but Mystic pulls it off, and it's now tied 3-3. It is going back and forth like a tennis match.
Get ready.
And we're entering into round number 7. A Frankensteiner by Kasumi to start things off. She wants this, and she wants it bad, but Mystic answers right back. It's a pendulum swinging back and forth in a clock. Look at Mystic as she just sends a barrage of hits, and Kasumi returns right back. Who is the aggressor? Who can pull this off? Kasumi now down to 5% health. There's a great combo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Devastating hit. It's neck and neck once again. The next hit will win this one, and it comes from Kasumi. And a sigh of relief as she finally takes the lead 4-3. And as we enter into round number 8, it's do or die for Mystic, because if Kasumi wins, she will advance on to the next round. And Kasumi wants to win this one. She starts off with a 5-hit combo, hits her opponent in the air, a huge hit to the face for electrocution. Her opponent's down to 5%. She's going for the flawless victory. It won't happen, but she gets the quick 2 hits at the end to finish it off after starting slowly, 5-3.
The winner is Kasumi Chan.
So in this match, the higher H2I number did win and is advancing. I'm talking about Kasumi Chan. She's taking on Trash Talk and Swoozy in one bracket of the Dead or Alive 4 semifinals.
I think this one can beat some of the guys here, Striker.
I totally agree with you. Woo! Still to come, we'll meet the Bad News Bears of Counter-Strike known as Complexity.
Every player on this team has been cut from a former team before.
And plenty of other loose cannons are getting fired up.
Who said gamers are boring?
Only on the Championship Gaming Invitational presented by DirecTV.
And continuing on our PGR console stage, we have the second heat in PGR. The drivers are the U.S. National Champion in 2004, Ryan Game Flux Erickson, Patrick Indigo Farad Wyrick, Brent Naka Demaculus. Gentlemen, get behind the wheel.
Hey, just because most of the gamers here are in their 20s doesn't mean you tax-paying 9-to-5 suit wearers at home have missed the pro gaming boat. Check out the story of PGR driver Patrick Wyrick.
I'm Patrick Wyrick, I'm 37, and when I'm not tearing it up on the PGR 3 circuit, I'm working my day job as an accountant. A typical day for me would be getting my daughter ready for school, taking her to school, going to work, then going on my lunch, working again, and going home. I've been involved in professional video game competitions since the late 80s, longer than some of my competitors have been alive. You know, when I sit down next to one of them, I think, this old man's beating you. I don't have some of the luxuries of my younger competitors. I've got to work. So when I come home, after my wife is in bed, my daughter's in bed, I'm playing PGR until I fall asleep. My daughter Amber loves the fact that I'm a professional video game player, but my wife thinks that I spend more time with my Xbox than her. But that's the price you have to pay when you live with a champion.
Now here's an easy guy to root for in this race.
Patrick, are you ready? Brent, are you ready? Let's race.
With the pressure on, with a place in the final at stake, they're now going to get this one live. We are go! As we have the move coming in from the start, it will be that red car of Game Clocks that extends out to the front, and as he leads on up, we have a push coming up from the middle from the green. That is Naka 360. He's going to overtake Mr. Indigo Ferret and just soar straight through the two of them as if they weren't even on the track. He makes his way now hard right and will soar out to the right-hand side and cut in hard to this left. But here we go. Indigo is not away just yet, and they are now going to hound him down. It's Indigo in the yellow car just homing in second place. He wants that first. In the red car, Game Clock struggling to keep up, but it is Naka 360 still definitely trying to extend that lead, but the three of them line up within one another's distance. They can see each other in the wing mirrors. They can inhale that beautiful petroleum, and they are now homing in bumper to bumper. These three challenge each other up. They move slowly towards one another. Up the back, we do have Game Clocks, but he's still right behind the two of them, and he's in such a beautiful position that he can pounce on a mistake. But Naka 360 is all about extending that lead, but he's got a long way to go. You'll see him taking the scenic route, and he'll take it all wrong as he takes his way all the way out to the left of that field. We have now witnessed another mistake.
Sorry about that, Patrick.
I'm sure you are.
Coming for you, Naka.
Leading the way is Mr. Naka 360, and now in that red car, it's all down to Game Clocks as he desperately tries to home on in on first position. It's a dead heat between Naka 360 and Game Clocks as they follow each other, corner to corner, bumper to bumper. Don't forget about Mr. Indigo Ferret. He slammed himself into that wall earlier on and is now a long way behind these two, but don't rule him out just yet as we spy Naka 360 taking those corners like just sheer poetry, and now they will go on to this final lap. Naka 360 knows that if he can just keep it cool, keep himself composed, that he can go all the way and take this race. Hard in towards that right turn, will slam it wide, he pulls himself right back, and now we do have ourselves a tense situation. Naka 360 knows one mistake and he won't have the time to come back, but he leads from Game Clocks. He leads himself as he goes into the final part of this race and will look to book himself a place in the grand final, making his way on now in towards that chicane where we've seen him each race take the scenic route, take his way straight across the middle, and it looks like he may go for that anytime now as he goes in towards that right-hand turn and will lead his way up. It is Mr. Game Clocks that has himself one final chance. It's all about pedal to the metal. And here we go, Naka 360. Will he take that scenic route one more time? He launches himself across the grass and will slam it on through. Doesn't lose control, keeps absolute composure. Will turn around the corner and come on to that home straight as Naka 360 leads into victory. He takes first from Game Clocks and who takes second all the way from Indigo Ferret. That was quite a race.
And your winner is Naka 360.
Looks like it's back to the old cubicle for the Indigo Ferret and on to the PGR3 finals for Naka 360.
Championship Gaming Invitational is now going from PGR to Counter-Strike, and on their way to the stage is Team Complexity. And their story is actually quite a simple one.
My name is Jason Lake. I'm out here with my Counter-Strike squad.
Now it's time to get down to business. We're here to win $50,000 and walk away as the winners of the first ever televised event.
This event is monumental. We are witnessing the dawn of a new sport. There's millions of kids out there that are just about to find out that professional gaming exists, and they're going to decide who their favorite players and who their favorite teams are starting now.
Team Complexity needs to really rip this thing wide open and take it to a new level.
One thing our team actually prides ourselves on is that every player on this team has been cut from a former team before, but we can still build a championship team.
The team that is mentally strongest, the team that's prepared and sticks together, and has their together, is going to win this event. Basically, the story of Complexity is the story of the kid next door that always had the heart, and no one ever gave him the chance. Let's get down to business and do what we do best, and that's win. Win this thing. Win it, T-Storm. Win it. Win it, baby.
Next up is Counter-Strike. Looking to do some major damage and move up in the rankings. Jax Money Crew. From Atlanta, they are a band of gaming outcasts. Complexity!
Counter-Strike is the most popular team-based shooter. Two teams face off. 5 terrorists who are trying to plant and detonate a bomb versus 5 counter-terrorists trying to stop them. Each half consists of 9 80-second rounds. The terrorists win the round if they detonate the bomb. And the counter-terrorists win if they defuse the bomb.
Bomb has been defused.
In addition, either team can win the round by eliminating the entire enemy team. Winning a round earns you extra money to upgrade your weapons and gear. After the first half, teams switch roles from terrorists to counter-terrorists. The first team to win 10 rounds wins the game and a spot in the $50,000 finals.
We got something unique here at the Championship Gaming Invitational.
Yes.
Most of the time when people play Counter-Strike, they know the map days ahead of time because it's all about tactics and, you know, then you know where to go and who's going to go where. Not here, not here. 60 seconds before the match starts, that's when we're going to reveal the map.
So what's going to happen then?
Insane communication between these teams.
All right, yeah, we are a little bit evil around here. We can't be too nice to these professionals. So let's reveal the map. Mr. Referee, take it away and reveal.
All right, guys, the map is Dust 2.
With each bomb site located far apart from each other, Dust 2 has proven to be one of the most popular and most difficult maps in the world of Counter-Strike.
Desire, what side do you pick? T side? Complexity CT. You guys have 60 seconds. Get ready.
Go, guys. Go. Communicate, guys. Come on. We got this right now, guys. We got this.
Let's throw it down to our gamecaster. Here he is, Jeff Schmiegel Dickinson.
In just a moment, two of the top teams in North America, JMC and Complexity, now ready to face off here.
Round 1. As you can see, we have 5 blue dots here representing the counter-terrorists, 5 red to represent the terrorists on the map overview. And right now we're taking a look at Jack's Money Crew in the green jerseys. They'll be the terrorist team trying to get that bomb planted at one of 2 bomb sites. Looks like right now they're headed towards the A bomb site, but there's also a B bomb site in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Taking a look right now at JMC. They're bunched up here at Long A, which is the long route towards the A bomb site. They're going to throw a flashbang out, going to give them some cover by blinding any opponents that are in the area of the flashbang for a short period of time. Now working their way down the long corridor, laying down some smoke for their attack up into the A bomb site. You can see some grenades being chucked into the site. Oh, and Complexity picking off one, damaging a second. Let's see if they can make the bomb up into the site to get it planted. I don't know if they'll even, oh, and he's blown away. Not even an opportunity for him to get that bomb planted as Complexity flanks around from behind, finishes off the last member of JMC. Complexity will take the first round, making the score 1-0.
Come on.
Round 2.
Both teams going to look to new strategies this round, as to JMC taking a tough loss on the first round. Complexity is going to have a big advantage due to the momentum shifts that can change in Counter-Strike. Momentum can play a huge role, and Complexity is going to have a big advantage after winning that first round. Right now we have JMC in those green jerseys hitting that corner at A, headed towards the A bomb site, but Complexity in yellow in the pit, able to take out a couple. That could be big for Complexity. JMC now hanging out, still there, seeing if they can possibly get a member of Complexity to peek that corner, maybe take him out, get a kill there. But no, they're going to change their tactic and make their way back to somewhere else on the map. The numbers here, Complexity got 4 members left alive, JMC with only 3. Here we can see JMC now switching up tactics, headed into those B tunnels. They're going to be trying to take this B bomb site here in just a moment. Looked like there was a member of Complexity over in that B site. So we'll see what Complexity does when JMC decides to go ahead and commit to this B side. And here we go, making entry right now is JMC. One member's gonna go down. Let's see, this is the final member left alive for JMC. 1 versus 3, can he pull it off? Spamming through the boxes. Oh, and Complexity takes him out. That's gonna make the score 2-0 in favor of Complexity.
Let's go! You got these kids. You got them. Let's go!
Round 3.
All right, now let's see what JMC is going to do versus Complexity. Down 2 rounds now, 2-0 in favor of Cole. Cole's picking up a little bit on the momentum. The ball is rolling there for Complexity. JMC looks like they got 2 in bottom B tunnels. There you can see 1 green jersey at the double doors here that lead to the A-bomb site. Looks like a boost up here for JMC. Boosted up, using each other to boost up on that box, and there's the frag for JMC. Nice boost, great teamwork there by the JMC team. They're going to be making their way to that corridor at long A. Again, they love it. They're going to be there all day long, I have a feeling. Throwing down some smoke again. Let's see what Warden can do. Playing up in the top of the A site. Whether he can pick some up. Oh, there's 1. Make that 2. Can he get a 3rd? There it is. The hat trick for Matt Warden Dickens. Coming up huge for Complexity. Getting picked off at the end, though. Kind of a bittersweet end there for him. JMC's going to go and try and get that bomb planted, but it's going to get denied. There's going to be 2 members for Complexity versus 1 member for JMC, and that's going to be it. Complexity's going to take the 3rd round, making the score 3-0 overall.
Round 4.
Jax looked to be in a little bit of shock there as JMC is getting dominated so far by Complexity. Whether they can catch up, we'll have to see. It's going to be difficult for them from this point on. All right, here you can see all 5 members of JMC in those green jerseys. Going to be in the middle area of the map, coming out through the double doors now, but Complexity is waiting for him with that AK-47, dropping him right and left. There's only 1 more member. Oh, he's going to get sprayed down by Complexity. That's going to make the score 4-0 in favor of Complexity.
The backbreaker, break it!
Round 5.
Short, quick rounds have favored Complexity thus far in this match. Right now, we'll see whether JMC can change things up enough to get it going for their team. Here you can see 2 members heading into B tunnels, laying down some smoke over by the doors. Of course, you can use a smoke grenade to cover your tracks, and this is what JMC is doing, leaving 1 member behind to also watch to see if any members of Complexity will push up and peek through that smoke. Right now, moving towards the middle of the map, coming down through the tunnels, is JMC. Looks like they're setting up for some sort of middle or catwalk strategy. The catwalk is the ledge right above those guys that you were just looking at, and we'll see whether JMC can get the crucial frags that they need to get this round. JMC is a team that is well known for playing best based on momentum, and they have 0 right now as Complexity is all over them. Once again, Complexity chiming in with a nice AWP shot, and now we're going to follow JMC in green on that short A area. You just saw them getting ready to make an attack on this A bomb site. Complexity in yellow trying to defend it. Nades flying all the way across the map. Smoke's covering up pretty much most of the bomb site, and JMC is down to only 2 members now. All the way over across the map to the B bomb site, coming out of the B tunnels. I think there's still a member for Complexity left in B. There he is! He sprays down both members of JMC, and Complexity will take the round win again, 5-0.
Round 6.
Time is beginning to weigh in on JMC right now as they are down 5 rounds so far this half. Oh, and Danny Fraud Montana with the AWP from Team Complexity, picking off 1 all the way in terrorist spawn. JMC is going to start out with an inherent disadvantage this round now, down by 1 member. Let's see what they can do. Working their way down long A, laying down some smoke again. This has not worked for them before, so I don't really understand why they're doing it right now. Here they go, moving up the ramp at A. Gonna get that bomb planted. Complexity with 3 members left. JMC with 3 members left as well.
Bomb planted.
And let's see what happens here for JMC as the bomb goes down. You can see the bomb timer coming up in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. 35-second left here for Complexity to get that bomb defused. JMC down now to 1 member here as Complexity moves in and finishes him off. They're gonna get the defuse, making the score 6-0.
Guys, we gotta talk. Bring it home, bring it home.
Round 7.
You plan to play the perfect game, and so far, Complexity has done just that. Teamwork, communications, and accuracy have all been on point for them today. Conversely, JMC can't find anything that works, and frustration is starting to set in. Looks like we have the green jerseys getting ready to enter into the B tunnels right now. JMC changing things up a bit from their A tactics, now moving towards B bomb site strategies. Maybe they've given up a little bit, and they've come to their senses, decided to hit up B. Here you can see the yellow jerseys of Complexity locking down this B bomb set right now. One in the back there in the closet on the left, in the middle of your screen towards the rear, and one in the bottom right-hand corner.
Nice.
Here comes a flashbang over the roof at the B bomb set. Coming in through the double doors is one member of JMC. Coming in from the tunnels is another. JMC now down to only 2 members, picking off one from Complexity. JMC needs to pick up that unplanted bomb. Here they go, making their way over there. Here he is, picking up that bomb now, headed back towards the bottom B tunnels. Gonna make his way down the staircase. Let's see what happens. Oh, he runs into a member of Complexity. And now JMC is desperate to get on the scoreboard here.
When we return, is there another thrilling comeback in the cards? Plus, a sneak peek at the new Call of Duty 3, only on DirecTV. From San Francisco, welcome back to the Championship Gaming Invitational on DirecTV. We're about to begin the second half of Counter-Strike between Jack's Money Crew and Team Complexity.
Right,
and by the way, did you see that little bear sitting there on Team Complexity side? Yeah, so did we, and there's a story behind it.
Justin Summy, and my alias is Sunman, and I'm from Grantville, Pennsylvania. This is my bear, Ted, and my mom gave him to me a long time ago, and so I bring him to tournaments with me and set him on my monitor for good luck, and it works.
You've been in the game a long time. You know any guys that have some crazy superstitions?
You mean besides that dude with the teddy bear over there?
Yes.
Well, there's that one gamer I know who likes to wear women's underwear when he plays.
Okay, thanks for telling them about that. I'm going to kick your butt later. If they can conquer their superstitions and conquer their field, they're going to win a bunch of money, as well as this lovely piece of hardware right here. It's the Dew Trophy from Mountain Dew, and I got a question for you, Tommy.
What's that?
Have you ever won a trophy? My guess is not.
Well,
you have
yeah.
not won a trophy. Let's get to the second half of Counter-Strike. Pipe down, Tommy. Let's get it to the ref right now. Here we go.
All right, guys. Ready? 5 on 3, second half.
Round 10.
All right, the team split the final 2 rounds of the first half, making the score 8-1. Complexity now, on the terrorist side, will be needing to get those bombs planted in order to win the 2 rounds that they need to advance to the finals. JMC, on the other hand, will be playing on the counter-terrorist side and will need to defend the bomb site and launch a comeback against Complexity if they want to have a shot in this tournament. New roles, new strategies, new pressure will be seen here, but time may be running out for Jack's Money Crew. Oh, there we go. We can see early on a head stack here. Nice teamwork by JMC, but taking a lot of damage from Complexity. Here come the nades. Complexity looks like a catwalk strategy for them, working their way towards the A bomb site, coming the short route to the A site at least. Looks like a flashbang there as Complexity continues to try and move into that A site, get that bomb plant. No, they're ducking back a little bit. Maybe they'll decide to go back towards B. I don't know. Oh no, the fake smoke being thrown out of the middle, and here we go. Complexity coming up the catwalk, walking right through that smoke, throwing flashbangs around the corner. There you can see the green jerseys of Jack's Money Crew gonna try and keep this Complexity squad out of that bomb site. Oh, and it's not gonna happen. JMC's down to 3. Oh, make that 2 planted. As Complexity wipes out another one. The bomb will get planted. 30 seconds left on the clock right now for JMC with their last 2 members to try and retake this A bomb site and get that bomb defused. Following to see where JMC's at. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and save their weapons all the way over in that B site. They only have 15 seconds or so. Oh, but they're getting taken down by Complexity, who's gone on the hunt for these 2 players who saved their weapons down. So Complexity goes on the hunt, finishes them off, and they are 1 round away from going to the finals.
Round 11.
It's come down to game point for Complexity. This could be the toughest round of them all, and Complexity knows it. Looks like they're making their way over towards the B bomb site. Slowly moving into the tunnels. You can see Complexity in those yellow jerseys. The bomb, it looked like, was all the way over by the double doors that lead to that long passageway at long A. Right now, you can see Complexity working that middle area of the map. You can see it over on the map overview. They're at the back, near the back of Catwalk. That's the catwalk that they're on, and here they go, laying down some smoke, coming into the smoke. Let's see what happens here. Looks like JMC's down 1 member. Oh, make that down 2 members. It's 3 versus 5 right now in favor of Complexity. Bomb is in their hands, moving along the catwalk. This could be it for JMC, and there it is. Complexity will advance to the finals for a chance at $50,000.
How the hell did that just happen?
Congratulations to Complexity, the winners.
With that decisive victory over Jack's Money Crew, Complexity advances to the Counter-Strike final. Now let's go over to Aaron, who's got a cool sneak peek for all you gamers out there.
I'm over here at the Best Buy Strategy Center. I got my buddies from Activision. I got Blake, I got Tom. We're about to check out Call of Duty 3 for the Xbox 360. You got the demo for us, right?
I do. Now, the Call of Duty franchise has allowed you to experience the chaos of battle from the ordinary soldier's point of view in some of the most cinematic and intense gameplay ever made. In Call of Duty 3, we're going to take that to a whole new level. You're going to get closer than ever to the fury of combat. And by closer than ever, I mean that you're going to come into close contact with some of the most battle-hardened, toughest enemies you've ever faced. And you're going to have to fight for every inch of ground along the way. Now, I know most of you are familiar with the D-Day landings. 20,000 Allied and Axis soldiers were casualties on June 6th. In Call of Duty 3, you're going to play in the campaign that followed, the Normandy Breakout campaign, a campaign that cost over 600,000 casualties, as the Allied armies, Americans, British, Polish, and Canadians, fought across France to free it from some of the toughest Nazi divisions in the field. Stunning next-generation visuals and processing capabilities, the overwhelmingly authentic sights and sounds of the massive unified battlefield, physics-based destructible cover, hyper-realistic character models, and a new feature for the Call of Duty franchise, battle actions. You really have to fight for your life. You're going to get closer to combat than you've ever faced before.
That's Call of Duty 3 for Xbox 360. I have a feeling that was going to be available at Best Buy.
And continuing on into the final heat, PGR 3. Let's meet our last set of drivers. Matt, Zios Lito, Joseph, Super Noob, Andy. And last but not least, the beautiful Caitlin Venus Buckshaw. Drivers, take the wheel.
Let's get this started. With a place in the final at stake, they're now going to get this one live. We are go! Well, ladies and gentlemen, oh, that great call coming up the backside. Venus, she knows how to play dirty. Just ramming Silas out of the way as she powers on through into the lead. But coming up on the outside is the yellow car of Super Noob, and he will slam into that wall. And there is Silas coming right up through the middle and just stealing away first place from both Super Noob and Venus. And what a stunning move from Zios. Didn't lose his head, didn't lose his composure. Might have got slammed up against the wall by Venus at the beginning, but just was cool, calm, and collected and waved out the window as he stole first place. Now, he makes the move up on through into this next chicane. Now, what you'll notice about the Westminster Tour is it's a great big oval map, but Zios slams into the wall and takes a left turn, and here goes the huge pile up. Super Noob comes on through, and Zios just got a little bit too confident.
Thanks, Zios.
Just got a little bit too preoccupied with the tea and crumpets and got himself caught up with an accident, and now has lost that first place. Now has left himself in a terrible position as Super Noob capitalizes on a huge mistake and will go on through and is clear of Zios, but now he's on the comeback trail. He's a 20/10 of a second behind, and as he makes his move now, he's on the trail as he has the exhaust fumes in his sight. He can see the tailpipe as he homes on in on Super Noob, and Super Noob's going to have to raise his game here because Zios really is right up on the back of him. We're on a real level playing field here, guys. They're all in the same model of car. It's just a question of who can make the most of it, and this is where we're going to see whether Zios over 3 laps, despite making a huge blunder, can come back and can make the most of it. He's homing on in on Super Noob right now. You can see that car getting closer and closer, and now as Zios will go on through, he'll charge him up on the inside of this turn. He's really coming straight on through. It looks like Super Noob is driving in a Tonka truck, but he's not. And here goes Zios. He's going to charge him around on the outside. No, he forced him into the wall. Zios ran him up on the outside.
Zios, come back. I got something I want to show you.
So a good 4.5 seconds difference. Zios is playing this beautifully. This is not just a race. This is a war, and he's winning both of them. He's way ahead now and has played this one stunningly. Played this one a little bit more cosmopolitan, if you will, as he has, taken this from just straight out pedal to the metal to throwing in tactics, to throwing in absolute beautiful play, and he will take the race from second place Super Noob, from third place Venus. What a race, and what a winner!
Well, there's no question what the Mountain Dew intense moment of this race was. Here's another look at that pivotal pass when Zios does the little bump and grind action with Super Noob to take over the lead. So now the PGR final is set, and the Phantom Hitman will face Naka 360 and Zios.
Right around the bend, 10 grand goes to the winner of the Project Gotham Racing Final, and we know one driver who thinks he's heading straight to the bank.
I didn't come here to take second or third. I don't want to be a loser or runner up to anybody. I came here to get the money and go home happy.
Watch out behind you! He's coming!
You are back at the Championship Gaming Invitational presented by DirecTV. Strap yourselves in, because it's time for the $10,000 PGR3 Final.
We got our $10,000 Project Gotham Racing Final. Y'all make some noise. First up, we got Joe, Phantom Hitman, Tackett, and Grant, Naka Demapolis. We got the double threat, Matt, Zios, Vito. Drivers, get behind the wheel.
All right, it's definitely a white knuckler. Let's send it to Anwar Man calling the shots in the PGR3 $10,000 finale. Stuart, toss saw.
On your mark. Get set.
It's the first CGI Grand Final here in Project Gotham Racing 3. 3, 2, 1, go! And we're underway with Naka 360 in the yellow car. Zios in second place in the green, with Phantom Hitman in the red in the lead now. He makes his way around the corner. Naka brings up the rear as he charges on in. Zios now coming up on the inside, and now he takes first place. Zios ghosts the Phantom out and now leads the race in the green car. But how long will Zios' lead last? Here comes the Phantom on the inside. Boom! Zios takes him out, charges around the corner with the Phantom coming up the inside and pushing him out the way. What a race! The Phantom clears Zios out of the park and will charge away in first place. Zios now must make up the ground that he's lost, and as he goes into this hard right, he slams it. He's got a big right. No! He misses the right as he tried to cut the corner, and that'll leave the Phantom Hitman a long way away in first place, which is worth $10,000. Now the Naka 360 challenges Zios for that second place. Second place itself worth $5,000. And every place, every second, every inch of fuel is worth a big cash sum. Now Phantom Hitman making his way out, clear of the park, just charging away. Look at his game face, he's concentrated, but Naka 360 coming up around on the outside. Zios runs him wide and the Phantom Hitman looks on. He drives away onto the second lap, and now it's Zios who pushes on. Zios in second place has Naka 360 right up his tailpipe. And now we charge on into the third and final lap. Every action has a cash reaction as this battle for second place unfolds. Zios in second in that green will take a hard lap but gets challenged right up the left by Naka 360, who gives him a little shunt into the wall as he goes. Zios making a huge error, taking a big right too early on, and that'll allow Naka a little bit of breathing space, a little bit of room to stretch those legs and desperately try to claw back, possibly room into first place. Right now it leads with Phantom in first, homing in on $10,000. Naka 360 in second with a possible $5,000, but Zios cannot be underestimated. He plays this game to the races. And oh, Naka into the wall. Zios with a window of opportunity now. He's driving the game of his life to try and catch up. You can just see him in the rear. Phantom Hitman all the way on forward now, homing in on the final straight to take $10,000. But it's Naka 360 that might take second. Phantom Hitman will win the race and take 10 G's. Naka 360 in second, from Zios in third. It was a race and a half. It was beautiful. It was action-filled. And boy, what a race.
The winner, Joe Tackett. So that's $5,000 for second place finisher Naka 360. But Aaron is smart. He's hanging out with our champion, Mr. 10 Grand, the Phantom Hitman.
Are you exhausted or what?
Yeah, it's been a long day. It's nice to be up here talking to you yet again. I love it.
And $10,000 riches, no less, right?
That's good money in the bank.
Exactly. You made your move early. It was tough to hold it off, right? To keep those guys at bay.
Yeah, it's tight. Early in the race, people are bumping and grinding. You never know what's going to go down. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You get out in front, it's a lot easier. A lot of pressure, but a lot easier to keep it.
Did you have a good time here in San Francisco at the inaugural CGI?
Oh, it was great. Thanks to all the sponsors, everything, the tournament. It was great. It's easy to say, though.
Yeah, did you have any idea you were going to drive out of here the fastest man in gaming?
No. There's a couple people just as quick as me, Chris and Naka. They're some fast guys.
Cool. All right, then that's the Hitman. He's the champion of PGR3 at the CGI.
When we come back, it's cold cash money for the top drivers, the beautiful Dude trophies, and to look at what's coming up night 2 on DirecTV's Championship Gaming Invitational.